on Thursday night, which has put them 16 points clear at the top with just 10 games to go. We've just about persuaded Ian Wright and Danny Murphy to take their hats and scarves off for the next 90 minutes. Swansea's home form under Carlos Carvalhal has given them real hope of escaping the bottom three. A fourth consecutive league win at the Liberty Stadium would put them on the same points as today's visitors, West Ham. John Roeder made it through the snow to Swansea.
We played so bad, but ultimately 2 corner kicks and a penalty kick, that's the most important thing with it. So we could have done a lot better. We had no intensity in our play in the first half. We did at the start of the second half. We got off, we got after them right away, but within 2 minutes we lose another goal from a corner kick. So, look, small things have cost us today, but overall the performance was really poor.
Could have been easy for a team in the bottom three to sort of be a bit doom and gloom, but from the minute I've walked through the door, they've been a real positive bunch, and like I say, it's just one game today, one win, just 3 points, and we know there's still a long way to go, but we're really pleased with the performance and the result.
I think the players have to take a little bit of responsibility and show the levels that they can get to, and get to them as often as they can, because we're going to need it between now and the end of the season.
Another magnificent home performance. You must be delighted.
Absolutely, because we win, but it was the best performance that we did since we arrived. It was the performance that we was more near our plan, our idea of the game, in all the moments of the game, in the offensive organisation, in defensive organisation. In the transitions also, it was the game that we really was more near the what we want, or the way that we want to play. So I'm very delighted and very proud about my players.
That's 4 successive home wins in the Premier League. You've lost just 2 games in 15 since you took over. What's the secret? What have you done to change things so dramatically?
They are not secrets, that is not secrets. This is hard work, this is correct mistakes in the beginning, propose one idea, change the formation, put a dynamic in that formation, correct mistakes again, improve the things, doing better and better, and in this moment we are really strong.
The Swansea fans have clearly taken you to their hearts. Have you got one of your special analogies for them, whether it be sharks or something else, for this performance?
No, what I suggest to say that today, for example, when we play against Arsenal and especially against Liverpool and against Tottenham, for example, they put the music and we must dance to the music that they play. And I think today we put the music. It was rock and roll. We put music on the pitch. Very difficult to them because. Was rock and roll.
Yeah, it certainly was. Keep the fans dancing, Carlos. Thanks very much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Yep, Swansea are indeed rock and rolling under Carlos Carvalhal, and he especially got a good performance out of the Ayew brothers.
Well, he got a super performance from the team, but these 2 brothers really looked like they had a point to prove. His credit to him, and although it was a super performance from Swansea, those 2 deserved special credit.
Indeed. West Ham, by the own admittance of David Moyes himself, were poor, particularly from set plays.
Yeah, they were, and he said that the goals could have been avoided, and he said it was an embarrassing display, and yeah, they could have been avoided, but they've conceded 37 goals away from home, and set pieces, it doesn't matter how well you're playing. If you're going to play this poorly on set pieces, you're going to concede goals. Here, he's...
Indeed. Liverpool started the day in 3rd and are unbeaten at Anfield in the league all season. They've only beaten Newcastle once in their last 5 meetings, but you have to go back a long way for the visitors' last league success in front of the Kop. The commentator was Jonathan Pearce.
You always try to improve things when you see them, but you have to score in the right moment and you have to keep a clean sheet. That's what we did. So 2-0 is a fantastic result. If you would have asked me 2 weeks ago, what do you wish for West Ham and Newcastle, I would say twice 1-0. I buy it immediately, so now it's even better. Completely happy.
We played against a good team. They were very dangerous as soon as we were giving the ball away. They were quite dangerous. We know they have the pace, the ability up front. But we were managing more or less the situation for 40 minutes, so it was just a mistake.
You seem to be loving it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm more focused on giving Liverpool an option in that midfield role for now. Obviously, with the World Cup at the end of the season, that's on all of our minds, of course. But I know that good form for my club and for Liverpool gives me the best opportunity. So I'll just stay focused on that. I'm in an all right moment at the moment, and I need to keep doing better and improving and pushing on.
Yeah, good to see him back in that role, playing particularly well. And I suppose it's not inconceivable that he could end up in a partnership in midfield with his Liverpool teammate Jordan Henderson, who caught your eye today.
He did catch my eye because passing to it, all of a sudden you've got the complete older midfielder.
OK. It's worth seeing the second Liverpool goal again.
Yeah.
I mean, terrific bit of football, wasn't
Well, it's just quality play. You know, it's in
contract. You can see why. As for Newcastle, largely unadventurous, but expectedly so.
Yeah, I know they've got some massive games coming up, and also people have got to remember that goal difference could be huge. Last thing they wanted to do was go there and get good hiding, and they did okay.
Yeah. Can you expect a bit more from Newcastle? Have they got the players to?
I don't think they have. They've got them players. They need more creative. You need to maybe get John Joe Shelby back. They need to get more people forward. Simple as that.
Fair enough. 5 games.
90 minutes, and you need to be clinical. I think we have a lot of chance, but I think on them, please, because it's difficult to keep away the idea that Wednesday is a massive game for us against Juventus. No?
The best player in the Premier League or in the Europe or in the world.
Today, they were absolutely on it. Has shown their quality. We, as I said, were not lucky in this 1 or 2 half clear-cut chances which we had, and this is what we have to accept. Nothing what really hurts us. We are able to leave our head up here from Wembley, and we have 2 very interesting home games now in front of us. It's a very good start, but for me, football is tomorrow. It's not yesterday. It's tomorrow. It's not yesterday.
Indeed. Spurs really enjoying Wembley, it seems, these days. And Son Heung-min in particular seems to enjoy playing on the hallowed turf.
Yeah, his manager said that he expects amazing things from him, and he says that.
But like you, Gary.
I bet you weren't.
He wasn't.
I didn't need to, I was never left out. Huddersfield, well, I was, actually, occasionally. Huddersfield will have, how shall we say, less challenging games ahead.
Well, the next 2, Swansea and Palace at home, he will really fancy. If they can win those games, put them, 36 points.
Yeah. I mean, they've got 30 points now. 9 games left?
Unbelievable.
They would have taken that, surely. That's a magnificent effort.
I think he deserves a lot of praise for what he's achieved with that squad. Really, really good season for them so far. But job not done.
No, true. West Brom started the day 6 points adrift at the bottom, and with just 1 league win since appointing Alan Pardew as manager in November, they faced a Watford team chasing a third.
Another massive 3 points for us. Pretty much similar to last week. Not much in it. A battling display. To be fair, I thought West Brom come and give a decent account of themselves for the start of it, but didn't take their chances, and we did.
It's not for the want of trying. The lads give everything they've got today. It was a real sucker punch to goal. Fair play to Troy. It was a really nice finish. But that's the Premier League for you. It can be really tough like that at times.
A really tight game, and the players, I feel for them because we've made one mistake in the game. It's been costly. We've had chances. Competitive game. You was here. You see it. We put everything on the pitch, and we just sometimes falling short.
You have 36 points with 9 games to go. There's no chance of Watford going down.
I don't waste my time thinking about that. I'm only focused on the next match, on the next 3 points.
Last week we let ourselves down performance-wise. Nothing else to let ourselves. It wasn't about what happened after. It was what happened on the pitch that was the problem, in front of our home fans. So next week we've got to try and give our fans a little bit more of what we showed today.
Yes, it's looking increasingly more grim for West Brom. Alan Pardew changed things tactically, but to no avail.
Yeah, he put Brunt in the midfield, and I thought maybe they were going to try and play through him, maybe J. Rod.
Just about safe, aren't they? I mean, they are safe. They're not going to implode from there. We always felt they would be. As for West Brom, well, they're in desperate straits. Really,
it's 8 points off of safety. There's 9 games to go. 3 of those games are Spurs, Liverpool, Man United. It does look very bleak.
We have seen in recent years a few miraculous.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen this time.
OK. We'll see. Burnley haven't won a league game since December, but they've only dropped 1 place in that time, starting the day in 7th. Today's visitors were Everton, who won just 1 of their last 22 away league games. Guy Mowbray was at Turf Moor.
The line's been going round that it's the first time you've come from behind, having conceded first to win a Premier League game. Is it something that's ever bothered you?
No, I actually opened it up at half-time and said to him, look, you've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Everyone thinks that you can't come back from a deficit to turn it round, to win. So I said, you got nothing to lose. I said, so we go out there with freedom, we go out there and get on the front foot, and we go and take the challenge on, which they rightly did.
We didn't cope using the ball well enough. We didn't play the ball in the right areas well enough. We didn't do it as well as Burnley in the second half. And that's why
Turnaround win like that, how does that feel?
Oh, it's brilliant to finally get that win. You know, we haven't won in 10, and just to come out with a victory is a great feeling.
To see them, you know, underperform in the second half, not the first, but the second half, is very disappointing for me. But it's my problem to sort it out.
Well, it certainly is. As for Sean Dyche, well, 40 points already for Burnley, which equals their best ever record in the Premier League. And of course, it's early March, and terrific comeback. The first one, obviously, was pointed out there, and they, by and large, gave Jordan Pickford a very busy afternoon.
They did, yeah. Everton.
You know, that's twice he's been sent off forever. He's showing his frustration in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And Sam should be disappointed because
Everton fans are frustrated.
Yeah,
they should be, because the players they've got in the squad and the quality they've got should be performing better than that.
Okay. 2 games on Match of the Day.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for us to take. You know, the boot was on the other foot last week where we came back really well from 2 down. But today was very difficult, you know, felt there were seconds left in the game and we just needed to see that last bit out. We'd done so well up till then. So it's a tough one, to take.
We deserved something else because it was crazy. With all the chances in the second half without success to score. It was important. Of course, it's just 1 point. And it's not enough for us at home, of course, but I'm happy about the spirit, the mentality of the team. We know.
I did it well, I think, and obviously it's a good thing to score always and to help the team.
It was a pen, but it's difficult to get 2 away, I suppose.
We'll come to the penalty very shortly, but decent game, late drama, and magical Mahrez once again after his little winter break.
Yes, fantastic. It's a good free kick. It's a poor free kick to give away for Cook, where he gave the free kick away.
I think they're going to win the other league within the league, possibly. Not that I'm biased.
Can't believe
Bournemouth. Eddie Howe says you never get 2 penalties away from home. And
That's a pen.
It appears he was right.
Do you know what? Credit to him for not being a bit more aggressive with his...
Got to be a penny. You're not letting the things, they're 1-0 up. That's the game there.
Yeah.
Well, Leicester get lucky all the time, don't they?
They had 47 crosses, Leicester, in that game. It's all right. No, it's fair result all round.
What a good game, though.
Yeah,
both teams played good stuff.
Indeed. Stoke started the day in the bottom 3, but just 1 point separated them from Southampton in 16. Stop laughing. Colin McNamara was watching.
In the second half, I think we did everything to try to win the game. We dominate them. We create the most clear chance. But okay, football is efficiency. We couldn't convert these stats in goals, but it's part of football. We are obviously a little bit disappointed with the result, but we had to use the second half as a reference for the next game.
We had 1 or 2 chances in the first half. I thought we looked threatening. Second half, yeah, absolutely, they came at us, which you would expect. But big credit to the team. Maybe a few months ago they've lost it, and I think resolute and strong, throwing our bodies into things. Fantastic.
I think we know that we're sort of too good to be down there. We've had disappointed sort of results recently, and again I think today's another one of them. But I think we're good enough to sort of get ourselves out of there. All it takes is 1 win, and we can go sort of 2-3 places up. So we've just got to keep going.
Yeah, tough game, decent point for Stoke away from home. Josh Sims there, we just saw him second start.
That's what's happened to him.
Yeah, but overall, those 2 sides, I mean, the scrapping, real scrap.
Yeah.
I think they'll both be all right. Yeah. Showed enough today. Both showed character.
OK. Gents, we're just about out of time. Thank you very much, Ian. Pleasure. Danny, before we leave you, let's take a look at the Premier